Everyone's frozen, except Peter, stuck in place. Suddenly, a mysterious figure appears and walks towards him. Claiming to be Nakamura from 5 years in the future, this mysterious man has an urgent mission for him: save a cheerleader. To find the cheerleader, he first needs to locate a prophecy easel, and this mission is a matter of life and death for millions. Mob boss Len, a mysterious figure, donated $40 million to Peter's campaign. Deep pockets indeed. Peter begs him to get the painting back, but boss Lin just shrugs it off like it's no big deal. Not buying into the prophecies, he decides to protect the spot by dumping a bucket of paint on the painting mats, but the painting's now a mess. Luckily, his girlfriend took a photo, but the content makes him break out in a cold sweat. He's set to cross over at a dance. Saving the cheerleader is now his mission, and despite the risks, he's all in. He arrives at school and bumps into a girl who turns out to be the target. Time flies, it's already 8 p.m, and there are only 12 minutes left. He's still figuring things out. He's as anxious as a cat on a hot tin roof, not realizing the killer is already chomping at the bit. 2 cheerleaders just finished changing, and suddenly, the lights go out. Good friend nabbed, screaming for help. Peter rushes in, killer pulls another trick. The killer pulls off a real head turner and discovers he messed up. His real target was the girl who just bolted, Claire, who's now completely freaked out. She's reenacting the painting scene, running swiftly. The killer chases, but Peter protects her. To honor her, he's ready to perish with the killer, leaping off as the clock hits 8:12. The prophecy comes true, and Peter falls to the ground, bloodied but miraculously. Claire realizes he's not dead after all. He's gained Claire's superpowers, and they both ponder what kind of wonderful fate this is. After the girl leaves, the killer runs into the woods only to be snagged by Claire's dad. Talk about bad luck. Little did they know, they pass a restaurant where Nakamura instantly falls for a waitress, becoming fluent in Japanese in just 10 minutes. The smile makes Nakamura's heart race, but he's oblivious to the weird figure sitting nearby. Minutes later, the girl is called out by the weird guy in the kitchen, causing Nakamura to melt down. The death is just like the painter's, forcing him to consider this terrifying conspiracy. So, Nakamura decides to jump back to yesterday to stop the girl from working. It's like living in a time-traveling drama. His friend Aiton interrupts, warning him that time travel isn't stable. Nakamura confidently declares he'll be back in 5 seconds. He closes his eyes and disappears. 6 months in the past, a time warp. His powers are greatly diminished, and he's stuck in this timeline, truly an embarrassing predicament. Faced with no other options, he decides to date the girl in the past who says time traveling doesn't lead to happiness. Not only does he bring her flowers, but he even makes thousands of origami cranes with his powers. It's a love bloom. Just as they're about to kiss, his powers go haywire and send him right back to the present. Meanwhile, his co-workers are doing calisthenics on the rooftop. Nakamura's eyes are shut tight, shaking his face like it's a dance contest, but to no avail. Aiton waits days at the restaurant, finally admitting one night he took a bus back. I can't stay moment. Now he's lost control, unable to save his beloved girl. His superpower just isn't cutting it. Little do they know, more crucial events are happening while he's been gone. The cheerleader almost ended up in a hop. Turns out that Weirdo used to be a clockmaker, and after being tested by a biology professor, he found out he had superpowers, and ever since, he's been on a high horse. Based on genetic data, the professor said he might have superpowers, thrilling the Weirdo. He begs the professor to help him achieve his dreams, but after testing, the professor finds no superpowers, leaving him feeling deflated. However, before the Weirdo leaves, he sneaks away with a list of superhumans' names, a truly noteworthy grab. Next, he knocks on a superhuman's door and gives his head a knock-knock, learning the other skills in the process. Talk about a brilliant scheme. He actually does possess powers, but only by consuming a superhuman's brain can he obtain them. What an extremely ruthless guy. Seeing the professor ecstatic, it's clear his research is finally paying off. Talk about a win-win. His aim in returning to the professor? To get a list of all superhumans, one of those missing persons missions. After getting the list, he quickly kicks off his evil journey. What a woe and tour. He becomes self-sufficient, giving himself the alias Sierra. That's one game-worthy name. He starts off effortlessly taking out a few targets, his powers growing stronger, a true under-the-radar expert. He gears up for an assassination of a cheerleader, but fails this time. A real twist of fate. The girl is saved by a good-hearted guy with similar powers. It's not just luck, it feels destined. Her dad, a high-ranking member, catches Zero red-handed toward a helping hand. Zero gets hit with a genetic suppressor injection and tossed into a special prison. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. This was all part of Zero's master plan. You've got to admit, the details are deliciously intriguing. One of his henchmen was actually part of his goal, and after taking him out, he makes a swift escape. His target is Claire, and he's determined to get back at her. What a fine line between love and hate.